Organisms don't just evolve to have as many offspring as possible. Organisms have evolved to detect local cues, telling them whether or not reproducing right now will be safe and successful. This happens in lots of different ways. Storks do this the brutal way. They have lots of babies, and if they can't feed them all, they start killing them. The runts of the litter go first. When times are tough, the European badger will form colonies. Everyone supports the children of the alpha female, and if they don't, she fights them until they do. Even bacteria, even though they don't have brains, they can detect cues in their environment, triggering them either to reproduce or to wait until times are better. This is bacteria making a biofilm. We're looking at millions of individuals right here. Notice that even though these are all clones of each other, they're reproducing by splitting in two. Notice that individuals on the outside of the colony, they reproduce much faster than individuals on the inside of the colony. Those on the outskirts of civilization, they reproduce so fast compared to the inside that they actually smash things and bunch things together. They're pushing the inner city tighter and tighter and tighter. Reproduction happens slower in the middle because it's hard for nutrients to flow from the outside all the way into the center. A very similar thing, it's an analogy, but a similar thing happens with humans. I know this sounds weird at first because wealth is associated with cities, poverty is associated with subsistence farmers, but sociologists have realized that hunter-gatherers and subsistence farmers have far more children than city people because on a subsistence farm, children quickly become a benefit, not a cost. In the Amish groups with the highest fertility, they are subsistence farmers. That's what most of them do for a living. Their children start working as young as 6 years old, and they start working full-time, producing huge surpluses for their family, sometimes as early as age 13. This is not unique to the Amish. There are completely unrelated groups in Mexico, people that have been doing subsistence farming since before Spanish colonization, and these native groups farming corn and squash, they also benefit from having extremely large families. Children are their retirement program. If you try to raise your kids in Montreal, they're not going to help you pay the bills until after college. They are just going to drain your bank account for at least 20-something years. And instead of being your retirement plan, they'll probably still come bug you asking for money when you are in retirement. Bacteria in the center of a biofilm grow slowly because it takes them a longer time to extract nutrients from their surroundings. People living in cities reproduce slower because it takes so much time for them to learn the skills required to extract a living from a city. A 6-year-old can do farm work, but you need years of training to become an electrician.